welcome back. So today we are making a poppy seed almond cake in a bundt pan. So I'm very excited about this because I've never baked something in a bundt pan before, and this is extra special because it is for my brother's birthday. I will actually put the link in what I made for him last year for his birthday. Same spiel. He's super healthy, he doesn't eat dairy and all these fun things that go into cakes. So I am baking this in the spirit of his birthday. So we're gonna start off by putting oil and flour in our bundt pan, and then we're gonna set it off to the side as we make the batter. But you're gonna add your oil, and you want it to be like a light oil. So I have vegetable oil. I wouldn't recommend using olive oil because it gives it a completely different flavor. If you're going for that, great, but that's not what I'm going for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm first just gonna drizzle a little bit of the oil in the pan, and I'm gonna spread it out, and then I'm going to add the flour in on top. You can also use your hand just to oil the pan. I'm going to dust the pan with a little bit of all-purpose flour. Same deal, just spread the flour out. It moves pretty easily, as you can see. Once you have that all situated, you're just going to leave it off to the side. Now we're going to combine our dry ingredients. So this cake's actually pretty quick and pretty easy to make. So what we're going to do is combine the flour, the sugar, the baking powder all together. I'm going to put it in a stand mixer just to make this process go easier. So it is 3 full cups of all-purpose flour. It is 2 cups and 1/3 of granulated sugar. It is also 1 teaspoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and then 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the stand mixer with a paddle attachment and just mix it until it is combined. Once your dry ingredients are all combined, you're going to combine all of your wet ingredients. So this cake's interesting because there's no butter. It is vegetable oil. So what I have is 1.5 cups of whole milk, and then it is 1/3 of a cup, or 1 cup and 1/3 of vegetable oil. And then I'm also going to add 3 eggs right into this mixture. You also want to add in your extracts. So it is the same portions of vanilla extract and almond extract. So it is 1.5 teaspoons of each. I love the smell of almond extract. So what you're going to do is whisk this together. Now you're going to slowly add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients on your stand mixer and mix it until it's all combined. Once all of your ingredients are in your stand mixer and it's combined, you're going to turn up the setting to medium-high, and you're going to beat it for about 2 minutes until it thickens up. I kept it beating for a lot longer, maybe almost 5 minutes, honestly, because it's supposed to be smooth and thick. Mine didn't thicken up that much, but we're gonna go with it and just start pouring it right into our pan. This is very, very exciting. I guess it does look thick. Yeah, it does. It definitely does look thicker than I thought. So pour it all in and then just scrape the rest of the batter in. It looks amazing. So now I'm going to stick her in the oven. So I did not realize how long this goes in the oven for. So the oven's been preheating at 350. Sorry, my hands are gross. So it's oven that's set at 350. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the oven for 80 to 90 minutes. So she's gonna be cooking for a very long time, but I'll come back and check on her periodically. But in the oven she goes. All right, I took the bundt out of the oven at about 75 minutes, and it's definitely completely cooked. I poked it with a fork and it came out clean. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sit for about 15 minutes to cool off, and while that's happening, we're gonna start making the glaze. It has been definitely over 15 minutes, so now I am back to make the glaze. I am actually gonna check on this though. So it is still very warm. I'm gonna try to loosen it up and then tip it out. So what I need to do is just gently loosen up the sides Smells good though. All right, let's just give it a go. Tipping this over, holding on to the sides, and flipping. Well, that was easy, but note to self, just be super careful with all of the oil and flour you leave on the bottom because it changes the color. So, interesting issue to have, I would say. Did not think about that. Because it's just a, all right. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I mean, it looks okay. Oh, it comes off, all right. For the pieces that I can gently scrape off, I'm going to. We can work with it. All right, I'm gonna keep this off to the side. Now, finally to this glaze. So it is 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Then it is also half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of almond extract, 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm gonna add the extracts into the butter. And then it's 1/4 cup of orange juice, so about 1 large orange. And I'm just mixing these together first because why not? And then what I'm going to do is add it into my powdered sugar. And I'm going to whisk it as I do that. All right, now for the moment of truth. So the part I'm nervous about is the fact I'm going to transport this tomorrow. So I think that's gonna have to be a tomorrow issue, but I wanna add the glaze so you all can see how it looks. I am gonna add all of this glaze. It's a lot of glaze. I'm just gonna add it right over the top. Ideally, you'd wanna be able to poke holes, but I don't have a skewer, so just imagine you poke holes throughout to let it seep through. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time. Well, this looks absolutely beautiful. I think I've outdone myself. Can you see how it is slowly dripping down the sides? Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. So the glaze I think will continue to melt just because the cake is hot. And so I think the glaze will seep into it. So I'll have to check to see how much of the glaze on the top you can see. But this looks beautiful. I cannot wait to cut into this. It's going to be so delicious, so flavorful. So if you guys try this out, let me know how you like it. But thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time.